son. Take a look. Whoa. Welcome to the Easter Factory. This is where we make all the candy and eggs that I deliver to the children of the world.
This is so cool.
Someday, this will all be yours. You're about to be crowned the Easter Bunny. Shouldn't you be rehearsing your speech?
Look, Dad, I want to drum in a band. I want to see the world.
Now listen to me. You need to get it together, get rid of these drums, and get your priorities straight.
My dad's right. I do need to get my act together. In Hollywood.
I came to dance.
All great artists suffer before they become famous. That lady wrote Harry Potter in a ditch. Excuse me. I'm Evie. And you are?
Fred.
Oh, please don't go. I'll behave. I'm special. I mean, I'm really special. See?
Jelly beans?
No way.
Oh, yes, Fred. I am the Easter Bunny.
Hop in.
On April 1st,
My son ran away?
The sun is very difficult to replace, but not impossible.
What the? What's that on your head?
What? Oh, my new earmuffs?
We need to find EB. Assemble the pink berets at once.
the hunt is on.
Evie said you guys were so scary, but you're really adorable.
Uh-oh.
The plot is hatched.
Carlos, what are you up to?
It's called a coup d'etat, which is a French for coup d'etat.
And the battle for Easter
This is an extreme emotions.
We the bosses now.
We the bosses. We the bosses.
begins.
I'm back.
He's here.
Leave this to me.
Oh, Carlos, can I touch the egg of destiny, please? Ow!
There, you touched it.
That was harsh.
Hop,
It ends here.
The more sensitive chicks in the room may want to avert their eyes.
Jeez, oh Pete's. I always do that. I turn on the speakers to my Chromebook, and then I stream my Chromebook to my, I stream my desktop computer to my Chromebook, and I always leave the speaker on, and then it beeps. Because that's the beeping sound that starts up my recording. Well, anyway, welcome to my Hop movie review. That was a start, and I'm probably going to keep that in because it's funny or unprofessional. Either or, it's still probably staying in. So, happy Easter, everybody watching this on, well, Sunday the 5th of 2021, which is probably not many people. So, happy Easter in general if you're watching this review around Easter. I have imagined most people probably will watch it around an Easter holiday since this movie is Easter themed. So this stars Russell something? What's his name? Russell something. His name is Russell something. I know that much. He was in Bedtime Stories, which is also another great movie. Kind of spoiled the review, at least for me personally. Hop. Russell Brand, that is his name. So the movie is from 2011. It opened April 1st, 2011. Which, it's kind of funny because I saw it on April 2nd. So I watched it really, really close to its release date, which is kind of funny. Although it seems like kind of like an April Fool's joke because it released April 1st, 2011 for the USA. But this is about E.B., the Easter Bunny's teenage son, heads to Hollywood determined to become a drummer in a rock and roll band in L.A. He's taken in by Fred after the out-of-work slacker hits E.B. with his car. Directed by Tim Hill, although I don't know who that is. But an actor that you should know if you watched all the movie reviews on my channel is James Marsden. I may have even mentioned Hop in that review too. James Marsden played in Sonic the Hedgehog. And Sonic the Hedgehog released What? First Sonic the Hedgehog. There it is. Sonic the Hedgehog 2020. Tom. He played right alongside the main Sonic in Sonic the Hedgehog. Disenchanted? Oh, so there's a new movie possibly coming out called Disenchanted, which I believe is a sequel 10 years after Her Happily Ever After. So yeah, there's a movie called Enchanted, I think. Which that's kind of cool that he's coming back, if that is an actual movie. I'd be excited to watch that. But I feel like, and I don't think there's too many other ones, but it's very, very shocking to see. Basically, this is the first out of two movies, and I related to Sonic the Hedgehog pretty, like, Enchanted, yeah. So Disenchanted, Enchanted was from 2007. Sorry, I'm just looking through his list of movies right now. He also was in The Notebook, The 24th Day. But anyway, he started. This is the movie that I believe was the first movie he acted in. And yeah, it's only two, but it could be part of the reason he even got the role in Sonic the Hedgehog that he did. Obviously, Hop is CGI in the movie. If you look carefully, I mean, it's rabbits don't talk. Rabbits just don't talk. It's a thing. But they CGI'd him into the movie. So I'm guessing they could have used a wide range of things, but they probably just used either nothing or had some sort of doll that represented him. So James Marsden was acting with nothing, basically. Maybe a reference point, but that was about it. And in Sonic the Hedgehog, it's the same thing. A fake animal that's not there, that he's acting with. And it's probably harder than you'd first imagine it would be. Now, out of the two movies, which one's better? Probably Sonic. Quality-wise and more, because it was probably well more loved than Hop was. Sorry, I'm looking up. Something I want to start doing is I want to go to Rotten Tomatoes and I want to look up what people say on movies. It's kind of hard to go back now to do that, but I'd like to do it because I'm interested to see what people say about Hop from 2011 in particular. And this is rated PG, by the way, so kid-friendly, kid-appropriate. Okay, so tomato meter. So there's, in case you've never been on Rotten Tomatoes, there's two separate things the tomato meter has. Actually, no. Rotten Tomatoes has. They have a tomato meter, which is like critics, and they have an audience score, which is obviously audiences, and 100,000 plus ratings, and 139 reviews corresponding. The second one was the critics. The ratings were the audience. So the tomato meter is at 24%, and the audience score is at 53%, which, to be honest, that's what I think people would really like. Now, I did see this in theater. It was playing for it's still playing right now because it's Easter in some theaters. But to be honest, and I was wondering why they only had like one showing. Why some theaters only had like one showing of the movie, and that's because, well, the movie is available on Fandango now, on Netflix, and on Vudu. So if you want to watch it, you can go straight onto even Netflix right now and watch it. It's even on sale right now for $10. You can watch the movie, but obviously it's on Netflix. So I don't know why you would want to watch the movie when, yeah, it's on Netflix. So, and the movie's only 95 minutes long. It's short. So, what is this movie about? The description that I read to you, which was, I believe, what it said on IMDb, and I think this is the official description too. If I grab my phone and I go to the the website of the theater did I go to? And I go down to Hop and I read the description. E.B., the Easter Bunny's teenage son, heads to Hollywood determined to become... Yep, there it is. Zucker hits E.B. with his car. Yeah. That's a very terrible description for the movie. You'll probably find that down below, too. What this movie is about the Easter Bunny. And he does go to L.A. to become a drummer. Oh, sorry. Because that is his dream. But he is meant to take on the mantle of the Easter Bunny. And James Marsden's character, when he was young, saw the Easter Bunny, but by the time he got outside, the Easter Bunny was gone. And he told everybody that he had seen the Easter Bunny, but no one believed him. And actually, I won't spoil the ending. I'm gonna say the first thing that happens in the film, because it happens literally the first thing you see in the film. And it's James Marsden talking. I'll explain what it is. And it does technically spoil the ending, but it's where the movie starts. And you need to kind of know that going into the movie. Even if you didn't know it going into the movie. But I don't know if for some people it'll be enough to just want to go watch this. James Marsden is the first ever, or Fred, is the first ever human Easter Bunny. And that's what it starts off with, is him saying, talking about Easter bunnies and this and that and the other thing, and then coming and saying, "Hi, I'm Fred, the first human Easter Bunny." And that's the story of how he became the first human Easter Bunny, which it is about E.B., but it's, I guess, more centered around Fred, technically. And there are some good actors and actresses in this film. Again, James Marsden is one of them, but we also have another one from a tiny show called Big Bang Theory. Kaylee Cuckoo? I don't want to say cuckoo, but okay, thank you, PlayStation. Thank you for revving the disc. But she plays Penny in Big Bang Theory. And she's in this. So, pretty cool. Oh, and she's also the voice of one of the Chipmunks in Alvin and the Chipmunks. I did not know that. She was also in a movie called A Million Ways to Die in the West, which is one I want to do a review of at some point. Pretty good movie. Really good. But yeah, Sam O'Hare. O'Hare is Fred's last name. So, but, yeah. It's a good movie. I don't think it's going to be for everyone. If you think Rotten Tomatoes is normally what you go to choose movies, and you feel, excuse me, that is kind of how you feel about movies and you agree with it, then you probably will just be okay with this movie. But it is an Easter film, and it is a kid's film, and it is fun. There's a song called "I Want Candy." I started singing it. What I'm going to do to make it harder, normally I'd overlay the song, and I actually have it in my editing software right now, because I started doing it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just play a little bit of the song. And I'm not going to start it at the beginning either. It's a little bit towards the beginning, but... Okay. She's so fine, she can't be beat. And I believe that this is based off of another song, but I think this is just a rendition of I Want Candy. And it got stuck in my head, and I always remember it from this movie. So the villain. Who's the villain of this movie? Well, the villain of this movie, and I'll just say it, which is kind of a spoiler, but I'll say it, is a chicken. Yes, a chicken. Stay with me. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Stay with me here, okay? A chicken who wants to become an Easter bunny. I know. Yes, the Easter bunny has chickens. Yes. The Easter bunny has It doesn't have rabbits doing everything. There are some chickens, a lot of chickens actually, chicks more or less, that are doing stuff to get stuff in Easter baskets and ready for Easter. So they could deliver them. Yes, 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 yes. The Easter sleigh looks like a sleigh. A weird egg sleigh thing. Yes, yes. I understand, yes. But it doesn't mean the movie's not fun. I hope that bit went over well. I'm trying to pretend like someone would be like, oh, yes, yes, I know, hold on. But yeah, it's what it is. It's just what it is. And not much can be done about it. But the movie's fun, and there are some funny scenes. And then there are scenes where a kid who's adopted into the O'Hare family is singing as she's the Easter Bunny, and her singing's terrible. Peter Goddell, down the bunny trail, hippity Easter's on its way. Sorry, that's actually the line that she sings. And I know they purposely made her voice sound bad, but hopefully that gets you across that scene of the movie. But it's a movie. I mean, it's not meant to be like the best movie of all time. And Russell Brand also has a cameo in the film where he goes into E.B.'s room and he's like, and E.B.'s like, who's this handsome devil? Which, personally, I always like those kind of jokes. It's a stupid little joke, but it's fun. Also, this movie stars one of my, I don't want to say favorite actors, but he's a pretty good actor. He's a very good actor. What am I talking about? We're talking about David Hasselhoff. And if you don't know who David Hasselhoff is, well, you've never seen Knight Rider. And one of the best lines in the film is E.B. is a talking rabbit. Talking bunny. Bunny, rabbit. I think they're the same thing. But anyway, he goes and he's drumming. Introduced by Fred, drumming. And David Hasselhoff is like, I don't like it. I love it. And then E.B. starts talking and going crazy about he won't ever let down, he won't let him down. He appreciates, like, he's so excited. And he's like, wait, you're not, confused or scared that I'm a talking bunny or talking rabbit. I don't remember exactly what he says. And he says, David Hasselhoff says, what did he say? And he says, kid, my best friend's a talking car. And then, I'm sure, like, the actors really did understand that, but he was like, I don't know. Like, E.B. and Fred were like, I don't know. But if you don't get it, you've never seen Knight Rider. If you haven't seen Knight Rider, what are you doing with your life? It's an older TV show, but it is a good TV show. And a talking car, yes. Ooh, sorry. But that's fun. I really like him in the movie. Obviously, it's David Hasselhoff. I mean, come on. If you've never seen the original SpongeBob movie either, he's in that. But, yeah, it's a fun movie. It's a kid's movie. I mean, I don't have too much else to say other than that. It's a kid's movie. And I hate to say it, but there's very few actual kids movies. And, like, I don't mean like Raya and the Last Dragon. Which I hopefully will do a review for as well, but I might wait until it comes to Disney Plus for free, so like June before I do it, so I can watch it again at home and watch it and then review it immediately. But that movie is appropriate age for kids in its animation, but it has a bit of a darker tone to the movie than most Disney films do, and I don't think it's aimed at kids. A kid's movie is like Tom and Jerry that just recently came out. That's a great example of a kid's movie. That's meant to be entertaining and just a straight-out kid's flick. I don't normally say flick. It's a good word. This movie is meant to be a kid's movie, and a movie that people will watch during Easter that is meant for kids. And that is what it is. And I think it accomplishes that quite well. There's a lot of confusing things in the movie if you think about it, like how some things work, like maybe when the villain touches the Easter thingamabobber Jupiter thing that gives the Easter Bunny powers, and then it later becomes bigger and grows ears and a tail and a buck tooth like a Easter Bunny. Yeah. But then later, when James Marsden gets co-Easter Bunny, I know, spoiler, co-Easter Bunny, he touches it and he don't become no big Easter Bunny thing. It's fine. To be honest, I kind of stretch and reach for that. But yeah, there's a lot of confusing things in the movie. And a lot of people probably won't say good things about it. But, you know, to compare this to other movies I've watched, Sonic the Hedgehog, it's not as good. But I still enjoy this movie. This movie is an Easter yearly watch for me. It really is. I don't really know how else to explain that. I mean, everyone has their movies they watch. I mean, Christmas movies. What are your Christmas movies? Which hopefully this next year I will do a bunch of Christmas movie reviews. Probably classics that most people have already seen. But, you know, what are some movies people watch every Christmas? Christmas Story. That's a popular one. Polar Express. That's a popular one. I actually have 3. And might 4, technically. The 4th one, though, I actually didn't watch this last Christmas, I don't think. The 3 that are more common that I watch are Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3. And then, and I'll just be honest here, and it probably will get, since we're talking about kids' movies, I'll mention it. But hopefully I can do a review for it so I can explain more why. But it's Arthur's Christmas. And yes, if you're thinking about the PBS Kids TV show Arthur, you are thinking correctly about the Aardvark. And the Game Theory did a video on that series about something about that show. And yes, it's a Christmas special from that show. I have always appreciated it a lot. There are reasons I'd have to watch it again, and I'd have to watch it again to pinpoint why I love it so much. But it's a yearly watch for me. Point being, Hop is a yearly watch for me. Hop is a good movie, a solid movie. Again, I think what people do when it comes to kids' movies is they always get thrown out. Kind of like horror does as well. Horror movies get thrown out and get thrown to the side. Especially when it comes to, Oscar season. The only movies are the ones that do something special, or the ones that I do something special. And I mean, I don't want to say that I'm saying all horror movies and kids movies don't do something special, but that's what they tend to be. Kids movies, I feel, don't have to be special. They have to be entertaining. We don't, like, Raya and the Last Dragon is a great movie, but that movie isn't just for entertainment. It's trying to be something. And kids movies don't tend to do that. Kids movies tend to be entertaining and want to be a thing for kids to watch, and not something for Oscar people to go, hey, this movie's worth a definite watch. This movie could be thrown away. I mean, I've people I've talked to, friends I've talked to, and you know, I brought up the movie to them, and they're like, "Ugh, Hop, that movie could just get thrown away or something." And it's true. The movie is a very type of throwaway movie, but also, do we have many Easter movies? Like a different form of Easter movie, yes, religious based. For example, a very good one is, which one is it? It's directed by Mel Gibson. Hold on. Let me look, which might be one I want to review. But Mel Gibson. Yes, Mel Gibson directed a movie. The Passion of the Christ. That's what it is, and I didn't even look at it yet. Although he's not known for it. But yes. Director. He has 8 credits. Yeah, The Passion of the Christ. He directed Braveheart, apparently. He directed Hacksaw Ridge, apparently. But The Passion of the Christ, which is a 2004 movie, depicts the final 12 hours in the life of Jesus of Nazareth on the day of his crucifixion in Jerusalem. And it's rated R. I know I don't try to go into religious stuff, but even if you don't believe in religion and you want to get that movie a shot, it's a very well-made movie. And on top of that, since it is Easter, I want to talk about it in here. I will do, hopefully, my own movie review of it sometime. It probably won't be during Easter because I'm not going to wait a year to do it. But it's also hard to watch. Even if this wasn't even this wasn't Jesus and this was just a normal person, it's hard to watch what had to happen or what supposedly happened, depending on if you're religious or not. It's not an easy watch. It's a movie that I have a hard time watching, which is honestly not a bad thing. When we're speaking on the other side of things, you know, that movie's the exact opposite side of the spectrum. So, anyway, back to Hop. I know that I tend to not try to do that in my movie reviews, talk about religious or political things, but since it is Easter, there is, in case people watch this on Easter, there is a wide range of, there's a wide range of Easter films, but there's not nearly as many Easter films as there are Christmas films or even Halloween films at that. So that's what I was trying to get at, was there's not too many Easter films. So how many Easter movies are there? You know, well, Hop is my yearly Easter watch because it's just enjoyable. It's relaxing and it's fun. I mean, it's about a freaking Easter rabbit bunny that poops jelly beans. Does that sound like it's going to be an Oscar-winning movie? No. It's meant to be a fun movie. SpongeBob on the Run, SpongeBob Out of Water. I believe that's what it was called. SpongeBob the Movie. Scoob. I'm naming big titles here. Queen's Corgi. I know. Paddington 2. Yes, I know. They all are kids' movies. And Paddington 2 is the very rare case, and I think most of the world agrees on this, which again, I personally, though, it's not my favorite movie, and I prefer a lot of other kids' movies over it, but that movie has more than one purpose. That movie is a very great directed movie. Shots, angles, and particular things like that. Nothing we're going to get into this conversation of here, and I didn't get into that even in my Paddington 2 movie review. But again, it's a very well-directed movie, so that has more purpose than just a kid's film, and it is a kid's film. I could see kids watching it and being perfectly fine and entertained by it. But then you look at Trolls and Trolls World Tour, which I haven't even seen Trolls World Tour. I don't even think I've seen Trolls. But, have I seen Trolls? I don't think I've seen Trolls. No, I don't think I've seen Trolls. But those movies are totally meant for kids, and if those ever won awards, I'd be like, what the heck is going on? Because there is a rap troll I remember from the trailer, and it was atrocious. Yeah, anyway. So my point being that kids' movies are not meant to be this overarching, fantastical thing. They're meant to be enjoyable for the kids. And this movie, in my opinion, is enjoyable. Most adults probably won't like the movie. And maybe even some kids. But kids don't rate reviews. They don't rate movies too much. And I mean like younger kids, again. And this is from 2011, so things were different from then. But yeah, I like the movie. And think it's a swell movie. And you saw the trailer at the beginning, so you see kind of what the movie's about. But this is the one time where the description of the movie is kind of just a blurb. I feel like they didn't know how to describe it. And I feel like a better way of describing this movie would be E.B., the soon-to-be Easter Bunny. Or even as they described it, E.B., the son of the Easter Bunny, or however they said it. The Easter Bunny's son, teenage son, who doesn't, maybe it is a pretty good description, who is, I want to say scared, who has second thoughts, I think they just need to add, like, who has second thoughts, heads to Hollywood determined to become a drummer in a rock and roll band. Or determined to become a drummer. Just not in a rock and roll band, because the fact is, there's no band for him to play in. But even in this picture of Hop I'm looking at, which I don't know. To be honest, when I do these reviews, sometimes I don't even have pictures ready. And most of the time I just have a picture, and that's why most of these are in 4K, is they're easily exportable. And it's, again, this movie I'm going to put in 4K. This trailer will be in 4K, but it's from like a 720p video file to 4K. So I'm upscaling it basically. Even in the 1080p version, it's still being upscaled. And it's basically just playing a 720p video in a 4K format, which does not make it 4K. It just makes the pixels stretch more, basically, from my understanding. So yeah, basically, what I do is I normally get the trailers, and I want to make it look as nice as possible while I'm talking, so I find an image, and preferably an image that's normally in 4K, so that you can have a nice 4K image to look at, and I can export the video in 4K, giving people more options on how they want to watch the video if they have a 4K TV. I know it's not great, but I don't know how else to do these except review the movies, and I don't have a webcam, so I can't use a webcam. So, and I really don't want to play footage of the movie because other than the trailers, I put the trailers there to make it easier, and as long as it doesn't block it worldwide, most of the time I'll leave it. Movies like Nobody, I had to cut the trailer out because, yeah, I didn't like that at all. But anyway, it's a good movie. I'd recommend giving this a shot. If you have Netflix, at least in the US, I don't know if it's on Netflix in the UK or any other places, be aware, the US. And the page, also, if you're watching this far in the future, it could be gone off of Netflix too, because they take things, put it on and take it off. So honestly, it could be on Netflix right now, but even at the end of April or mid-April, it could be gone. I'll leave a link to the exact Netflix page down below, but be aware, again, it could be gone. Or while it's on sale on places like Vudu, if you're interested, watch the movie. Go watch and make up your own mind. I don't know if I stress that enough, but you guys have a right to your opinion on movies. If you think you're interested in it, go watch it. If you're not, you don't think you'll like it, but you're interested in watching it, go watch it. Decide if you like it or not. If you like how I'm describing the movie and you want to go watch it, watch it. If you're not liking how I describe the movie or what I'm talking about the movie, and I'm saying it's good, but you don't think that from what I'm saying it is good, but you're still interested, go watch it. And if you're not interested at all, or not interested enough, don't watch it. You guys have the right to your opinion. I am just giving my opinion in video form, or I guess audio form, for you to be able to decide for yourself if you want to watch it or not. Just because I say the movie's good doesn't mean that you have to go watch it. That particularly applies to Paddington 2. I highly doubt the person who wanted me to review Paddington 2, which is why I did, who donated to it for charity, is going to watch this. But that was basically a joke for them. It's a very particular joke that not a lot of people would get. But maybe if you watch that review, maybe you could get that sense of joking from it. But anyway, I suggest that you watch it. If I can find a second trailer, I might shove it at the end, but probably not, because 21 and 22 Jump Street I shoved trailers at the end for. And again, those are R-rated movies. Not going to talk about them in here, but I also rushed. I was in a very big rush, so I rushed 22 Jump Street's review. And to be honest, it wasn't too much to say, but I don't like I did that because that movie means a lot to me. But anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that in here, because this is a kid's movie, and this is going to be a kid-friendly video, and I haven't talked about anything that's not kid-friendly. I just said the movie names. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.
I want candy. I want candy. You know what I want. I want candy. Let's go. I know a girl who's tough but sweet. She's so fun she can be